Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing my famous ponytail headscarf wrap. This is a requested video and this is going to be the first version. So as you guys can see, my head is covered clearly for the camera's sake. But for this first version, I'm only going to be using this salmon colored headscarf. And what I'm doing first is, well, originally you need to put your hair in a bun between like mid back to a low bun. It depends on the style you're going for, but I chose like in between. And then what I'm doing is I'm folding the scarf back, putting it on my head, making sure that the majority of the scarf is even. I like it to be a tad bit asymmetrical, and you'll see why when I tie it into a ponytail. But right now you're just going to take it like you do any regular headscarf and just tie it snug around your head, and you'll see the ponytail, the bun sticking out. Then I'm going to take those two beautiful pieces of scarf and I'm going to wrap them up around my head, and I'm just going to tie it. It's kind of like an unfinished head wrap, if that makes sense, because normally you'll tie it around and then you'll tuck in all the extra loose pieces, but for this case you're just going to leave everything out, literally. So think of it as hair. If you put your hair in a bun, everything is tucked in. Ponytail, hair is left out. The same thing with a scarf. The scarf is tucked in for a head wrap, like a full head wrap, and then for a ponytail head wrap, the scarf is left out. So this is the first one. I know that depending on your hairstyle, sometimes you don't have enough volume to do it like this, where you have like a good sizable amount of hair to put or wrap around in a bun. So this version for number 2 is going to show you a hack for just in case you have shorter hair, or depending on your hairstyle you just have a lot less volume. So I'm going to take this random rundown white scarf and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm placing it over my head. I'm not really too picky about how the head wrap looks because no one is really going to see it. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to wrap it around like how you would do a regular headscarf, and I'm just tucking everything in. So like I had mentioned before, if you're doing like a regular bun, this is kind of what you would do. You'd make sure everything is tucked in to a point, and that's what makes these two heads wrap styles very different, because the ponytail head wrap leaves the scarf out. So it's kind of like an unfinished head wrap, if that makes sense. So I'm tucking everything in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just make sure it's not too lumpy, because for the most part you won't even see the bun when you add on the extra scarf. But you know, you want to make sure everything is neat and nice. All right, so now we're gonna just repeat the process like we did in version number 1, wrapping it around my head for the first time, tying it in the lower back. Because I have this added bun, I lose a lot of length for the scarf because I'm wrapping it around a bigger size of like so-called hair and space in the back. So you'll see this ponytail does look a tad bit shorter, or should I say significantly shorter, to be honest, in the back. And it's hard to adjust it. I just always make sure that I'm stretching out the material, and as you guys can see me doing now, I have to fix it because when I turn around I'm like, yo, this looks a mess. So just make sure that the fabric is nice and pulled out every which way. It's evenly distributed around the whole entire thing, and it looks a lot better now. So just have fun with it, experiment with different colors and things like that. And again, the volume of your bun, or if you're using a scarf instead, it does make the scarf look significantly differently, but not too much to the extent. I think this head wrap style is just super cute. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Goodbye.